What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Again, this is the second video where we're getting back to the roots, getting back to working on, not a Tacoma this time, we're working on a Tundra. We have Gian over there waiting patiently to get the work done. I don't want to spoil your future plans. Go for it. Yeah. Well, you guys already know Gian is running an LSK kit up front. He's long travel in the front, but he's rocking an OEM replacement rear end. And that is changing very soon. He is actually going long travel, spring under, bed cage, the whole 9 yards. He's going long travel in the rear end in about a month. So for now, we're swapping over his OEM replacement back to a completely stock rear end so he can sell off the old stuff and get ready to put in the new stuff. How does it feel? You're gonna be a big boy.
Feels good. I'm excited.
See, right now, like you said in the desert, we're matched perfectly to where we can keep up with each other. But once you get this done, buddy, I'm just gonna be chasing you the whole time.
I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna be in the.
You're usually a navigator. Like I usually follow you around for trails and stuff. So.
Oh, not anymore, dude.
Really?
You gotta rip it. You can't be stuck behind me. So yeah, today we were just converting the rear end back to complete stock, and I don't know if it's gonna sit a little different. It might sit a little lower in the rear.
Good.
He's gonna have the California lean just like me. And as you can see, we have him parked sideways in 3 different garages right here. That's because it was pouring. It was pouring to the point where he almost couldn't see on the way here, but it stopped just in time for us to start working. I'm sure it'll be on and off throughout the day, so if you hear rain audio in the background, I'm sorry about that. But guys, with that being said, I think my lens is filthy, dude.
You're about to flash your dick. I don't know why.
With that being said, here's my nipples. Okay, guys, with that being said, I haven't done this in a while, but guys, we do have a goal of 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could go ahead and subscribe, if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and let's get into the video.
Are these the same U-bolts?
They're not, but it's not a problem for what we're doing. They just make them longer when you do a thicker leaf pack, so you can actually fit them all the way around and thread them. So they'll just hang a little bit lower.
Oh yeah, as long as it doesn't cause any problems, because I don't have the stock ones.
As long as you're not like mobbing it too hard, you clip them and it fucking bends it, you know? I think the only thing we'd run into today is having to go to Lowe's to get the right socket size.
It's been a while. Jeez.
Yeah, these are on there.
Here, you want to do it with this and I'll get started on the other side?
I should probably think this through first.
What, one side at a time?
Well, yeah, definitely one side at a time. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, let's stick to one side at a time. So much like GK's last video we just did, and pretty much any other video where I'm doing multiple parts on a vehicle, is I never really know like the best order to do it to be the most efficient. So we're just gonna kind of tear down the entire side and then try to put it back together, because we're doing the shocks and the leaves both. So I don't know if it's easier to do like take one off, put it back on, then do the other, take it off, put it back on, or if it's easier to take everything off and put everything back on. So we're gonna roll with the idea of just taking everything off and putting everything back on. I think it's easier going back to stock because like the travel and everything is a lot less, so you don't have to deal with like spacing everything out properly, if that makes sense. But we'll figure it out because we're certified professionals.
Sir.
Definitely thought that was going to be way harder.
Alright, before we continue, let's take a look at what travel my truck had with this setup. It's like a good like pinkies width. 4 fingers?
About 4 fingers. I'll miss.
Think about the size of your guys' forehead and that travel. It's pretty good.
I think I'm 3 fingers on my forehead.
I got a big ass forehead. So.
Holy shit, dude. Thoughts? Thoughts? What do we do here?
If anyone wants to buy us an impact.
I'm gonna break this damn breaker bar, dude. Watch me not even be going the right way, though. That'd be the impressive part. Because I am notoriously known for not knowing my directions on bolts. Oh, dude.
That's crazy.
2 legs. Jesus, stop recording, you're making me look bad.
You actually wanted to.
Until we figure this out, at least.
Alright.
Not that we're quitting or giving up on the front edge or anything, but maybe our luck's gonna be a little bit better with the backside first. I think I feel this one giving. Oh yeah, this one's giving. Woo! It's a small victory. You got the mallet over there somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta think this through.
Do you see this getting like blocked? Do you see that?
But I think if we droop it out more, the shackle should lower. But my problem is, once it gets to here and you need like a punch to get it out, it's gonna shoot it out, but then it's gonna pinch whatever you put in there. Big baller status.
Oh yeah, we're chilling already. You're good like that. You're good.
I want all of it. I want all the droop. I'm doing the smartest thing anybody can do. Get underneath a truck that's jacked up. Okay, I'm just gonna pry it and then try pulling the bolt out. I'm gonna pry like the leaf down.
Yeah.
So it should relieve the tension.
My hands?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make this even more stupid. Just gonna put all my weight on this to pull it down. Pry bar, that's another thing I need. That's what would come fucking clutch right now.
Can't we lower the truck back down?
Yeah, you could drop it a little.
Alright, I'll probably move.
Got me in the face. See, this is what I was scared of. It's not gonna go in.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god.
That was wild.
Dude, do you see that timing though? It's like boom, boom.
Well, the back end's done. Now we gotta go back to the front and see if we can break that, dude. That's crazy.
That was a little scary.
Not that, it's just how tight this front is, dude. Like, it's also worse that I just have like no real leverage room. Like, if I can leverage on this side. Alrighty, boys. We're not gonna be beat by a single bolt or a single nut. Honestly, I think the problem is definitely coming from the fact that I'm going from the bolt side and not the nut. I just can't get in there. Unless I have a 19 that doesn't need the adapter. See if this works. I'm just gonna die from not having proper safety tactics while working on a truck. Like right now. Perfectly in the wheel well under a truck. It's being supported by some cheap ass Craftsman jacks. And 4 blocks of wood. I told you we're not getting beat by this. Oh, this one's gonna be even harder because we can't punch from the other side.
Yay.
This is where a pry bar really comes in handy, because then you could just get on the back side and pop it out like that, or like the front side. No bolt can beat me. Hashtag dime strong. Muscle mommy dime. Everybody hashtag muscle mommy dimes in the comment section. How much are pry bars, honestly? Because I'd rather go try to drive and buy one now before we get that halfway out and it's pinched. Do we go on a shopping trip to Lowe's, boys? All right, we're back from our Lowe's run where we picked up a miniature version of Thor's hammer and a tiny little pry bar. They had a very limited selection as far as the pry bars went, so we kind of got stuck with that one. And they had like 2 options for 3-pound hammers, so I got this Milwaukee one. Not ideal, I guess, but we're gonna make it work. Go ahead, try to pick up Thor's hammer. See if you can do it. Okay. If anybody has a lot of experience with taking leaf bolts out and you have any tips or tricks on how to combat this tension that stops the bolts from coming out, please leave it in the comments, because I've done leaves multiple times and I always run into this problem. Should we try just lowering it and see if that helps?
Yeah. Come on, baby, come out.
Is that pushing it the right direction? Okay, we'll check back in when we get this out. All right, so we just took a moment to think about sort of just the geometry and where the tension points are. And we realized that having it jacked all the way up puts a lot of the tension and stress on both bolting points because it's holding on from that and drooping it out. So when you lower it to ride height, it pushes the axle up and flattens out the leaf pack a little more, taking a lot more tension off it. So as soon as we did that, and I got the pry bar in there, it slid out in like 5 seconds. So not slid out, he still had to muscle it a little, but it came out like super easy. So okay, so time to take the leaf out, then get the shock out, get the old shock in, and then put the leaf pack.
Do you want to do it the other way?
Leave first?
No,
or take the shock out now?
First, and then...
Either way, everything's being held up by the jack stand, so I think we're fine no matter which order we do it in, so. Holy f***, dude, who installed this kit for you?
Dude. Sounds like this hasn't moved in a while.
Oh yeah, no, they were Loctited. This episode is sponsored by Milwaukee. Oh, I can't even get it in. What'd I buy this for, dude? Doesn't fit. Buys a pry bar, used it as a hammer.
2-in-1 deal right there. Give me that pull!
My dumbass probably should have left that in there. Should have cracked the top. Remember, boys, much like taking off your tire before you start working, make sure to break all the nuts before you release the tension.
Oh! Oh my lord. Come on, baby.
You already have a buyer for these?
Nope.
Well, if this video is going out Thursday. If they're not sold by then, boys, or your replacement Tundra rear end.
They're actually in pretty good shape. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit.
They honestly are compared to what mine look like. This is where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Pulling out the leaf around all that delicate stuff.
Shut up.
It's gonna be fun, I'm telling you, dude. I'm gonna have a blast.
Should I jack the truck back up?
Yeah. Crank that mother! Crank that mother! Alright, we're in hover mode now, baby. We got him out. And it would not have been possible without the pry bar, but now it's time to throw in these fresh R&D concepts. Fuck, Geon spec. Actually, here, hold this. I got an idea. My battery's about to die too. Don't die.
Yes, sir.
It got wrecked.
That's fresh. Alright, guys.
It's all creasing.
I don't know if you know this, but these are the new King Shock.
Show them off. Show off the freshies.
These are the new 4.5 by 20 7-tube bypasses.
From King?
Yeah, from King.
Dude, they're King. Damn.
These are the Geon's Tundra specials. I asked them for black to match my...
And just for weight reduction, you got the smaller ones, right?
Yeah, so the special thing about these is that they actually fit under the bed. No cutting required. That gives you like, what, like 16 inches of travel.
Dude,
yeah.
That's fresh. All right, let's throw them in.
Bet.
All right, rotate back up. You gotta get it there. Shot a shard of metal into my eye.
You what?
Oh, is there anything in my eye?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
How do I get that out? This is the only time I'm running into the problem where wearing safety glasses would have been the move. That little speck on the Q-tip, that shard of metal just shot straight into my eyeball and it got stuck in there. I had to fish it out. It's either the axle shifted backwards a little, or the hanger's not pulling because there's too much tension on it. Let's jack it back up. Those stresses off the center point. And then we'll both try to lift the axle and slide it forward and see if that's it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the axle did shift a little. That's the bitch part when you're dealing with leaves, because that's the only thing holding the axle in line with the body. So once you take it out, then it has like all that room to shift.
Yeah.
Especially when I was doing my rebuild and I had both out, so the axle was free floating. Trying to shift it back was the same problem. Let's thread these and move on to the shock.
That's like the most satisfying load ever. Oh my gosh. The setup looks insane. No posers, no spacers, no stock leaf.
The bottom bolt.
If I had a heat wave one, I would just grab that.
Dude, I have like a shit ton of those still. Hell yeah, dude. Oh.
Yes, sir.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No. Are you guys okay in the audience?
Dude, I swear that's like the 18th time I've dropped this camera. And landed straight on the lens too. Well, we got the new Kings in. They're looking real fresh, real fresh. We got the other side completely done. Everything's torqued down, so now it's time to rip apart passenger side. Let's just try to speed run this side, honestly, because we already showed him the whole process on that side. Okay, I don't know how long we did that. I was trying to time it and see how long it would be, see how fast we could do a teardown, but we got it out, I don't know, maybe like 25 minutes. Honestly, after having done one side, it's a lot easier to do the next side. And you having fun over there?
Nature.
You look like the guys from Holes at the end of the movie when it starts raining and all playing. But yeah, we got the whole side tore down. It was a lot easier now that we know like the stress points, where we need the jack, and all just the little tips and tricks. So now it's just time to throw everything back together, which, as we saw before, it was easier putting it back together than taking it apart. Alright, so we got the whole passenger side done. My camera died during it, so I couldn't time the whole thing, but I feel like we did it in like under an hour. I feel tear down and rebuild.
It was fast.
It was pretty fast compared to the first side. So everything's torqued down. He's throwing the tire on the other side over there. I think we're done with this. Now, one thing we ran into is when taking out the other side, we snagged this line with one of these bolts, and it's leaking a little, so we're gonna try to find a way to patch it up temporarily. And then we're gonna see what this thing looks like, ride height wise. All right, so he's gonna go do a couple shakedown laps and he's gonna bring it back up, and we're gonna see how it feels to drive on a stock rear end again. I mean, I'd imagine it wouldn't feel a whole lot different from the OEM replacement. He's not leaning that much. It still looks pretty level, not gonna lie. So it might just feel a lot softer. Not too much of a difference, but I'm so excited, dude. He's going long travel in the rear in a couple of weeks through LSK, I think. So LSK, or the guys, some guys from LSK are going to be doing like the whole install and the welding and everything. He's getting a Dirt King spring underkit and all that stuff, so it should be pretty minty, pretty nice. What's he doing out there? Your ride height doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty much the same. I dig it. How does it feel though? Does it feel like a lot softer?
Nah, it feels the same, to be honest.
That's what I was saying when you drove off. I was like, I feel like it's going to feel exactly the same.
It does.
I mean, on the street it's gonna feel the same, but if you try to take that thing off-roading, you're gonna be hurting a little bit. But I think it'd just be a lot more bouncy, and that bump stop's gonna get put to work. But not bad for a quick little day install, huh?
No.
How'd you like the wrenching on your truck, man?
The what?
The wrenching on your truck. How'd you like it?
It's pretty fun. I actually like working on it. I wanted to work on it a lot today, like kind of learn more about it.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I mean, the audience could probably tell whenever we work on a truck, I'm usually just kicking back with the camera, but I'm willing to learn. I want to learn a little bit. So.
I mean, we appreciate the camera work, huh? But yeah, no, I think, is that your first time working on the truck, like suspension wise? Because you did glass and stuff. on the front and
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah.
suspension one. Ooh. And you did the hardest thing. You did the hardest thing possible as far as like OEM replacement goes. Like the rear end, you saw like all the stress points and stuff. Like trying to get bolts out is a nightmare. But
that does not mean I'm installing the long travel on my rear.
Oh yeah, no.
Sending that Jake Rushing, get ready, my boy.
We got to find out where it's going to get built, like physically, so we could see if we could grab some clips of it, maybe get a video out of that too. I'm stoked for you. Give it 2 more weeks. Enjoy this. Enjoy the stock rear end, the bed space. That's a wrap. We're done with today. Boom.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can